Hi folks, so this is just a quick video on how to upload properties onto propertytrader.co.uk. Early days, so we're still in our beta test right now, but let's see if I can just share my screen and show you where we are with things. So thanks if you've expressed an interest in submitting properties onto Property Trader. First thing you do is hit the submit button. Now, I'm already logged in, so you might have to actually go here, the little blue button beside submit, and log in the first instance. But if you're not logged in, it will invite you to log in. We'll provide you with a username and password. So we want to upload a property, and hopefully you can see my screen here where we can see property title, which will be the street name and the town. A property description, which we'll probably just take from the agent or the portal directly. The name of the property, you can pretty much decide whether that is you can leave that blank. Status, main location, we will cover a lot of this stuff off, but for purposes of our partners who are uploading these initial properties with us, what I'd like you to do is go into a site, zoopla.co.uk. I'll give you written instructions on this as well to make it a little bit easier. And if I start by putting a property on in, let's say, sunny Greenock, which is a town close to us. And what I'd like you to do is start your minimum price at 10,000 because we don't want any blank prices, and say the maximum at 60,000 for the purposes of this exercise. All properties, then go into advanced options, and you can say go 20 miles within that location. Doesn't matter when it's added and the rest of it. So we're now going to complete a search. So the first property that comes up here is a 1-bed flat, 33, then there's some land, and then a 2-bed flat. Generally, I try to sort these rather than most recent. I usually go from lowest price to highest price, but it won't matter greatly. You can just leave it as it is. So let's say I go into this property here, and what I need to do initially is save the images. I'll be needing those, so I save the image as, and I'll put that into my folder. Then I'll move on to the next image. It should just be easy on a desktop to scroll, save image as, that should be my second image. Third image, save image as, and it's just dropping into my folder here. So I'll be able to use that in short order. Save image as, save image as, and the last one there that I'll do is that's the rear elevation of the property. So I've got some images in there, all good. I'll then just look at my description again. So I'll just pop back. Oops, I've gone too far. Let me just jump back into that property. So I have my description here as well, so I'll be able to cut and paste a good bit of that. So back into the login. So property title is going to be the street name, which if I pop you back again, you'll be able to see very faintly, but it's Kilbowie Road and it's in Clydebank. I don't need to put the street number in or anything like that. Kilbowie Road, Clydebank. So that's going to be my description. So the property title is Kilbowie Road and the town is Clydebank. No need for any punctuation in there. Let me just double check my spelling. Yep. Kilbowie Road, Clydebank. That looks fine. Property description. So I'm going to do this first. So I can just go back into the property. I think I'll take the featured part first. And I'll just drop that in there and just make sure that it looks okay. So this particular agent has kind of put lots of stars and asterisks next to their information, which I'm not that attractive. So for this one, I'll just Okay, I'll take most of the description here. But not the best layout for us, but nonetheless, hopefully getting an idea there. So we've got the description in there. We've got the property title, all good. Type, it is, I'll leave it at none. It's actually a flat, but we can fill it in after the event. Status is going to be for sale, so click that. Main location is Clydebank as well, but we can fill it in after the event. Bedrooms, I actually forget, 2 bedrooms, wasn't it? So we'll put in the digits 2. Bathrooms for these properties 1, 0 garages. And the sale price on that property was, up we go, £49,500. Don't recall if I've got to put the pound symbol in or not, but I'll double check for you and let you know. And then I'm going to browse images. Oh, so there's digits only over there. Corrected. Browse images, and I'll just pop those images in that I'd originally taken. This is all pretty simple, straightforward stuff, I'm sure, for all of you that are watching. Browse images again. Oh, in we go. Browse images. Pop it in. Tell you what, I think I've been a little bit hasty. I think that one there doesn't belong, it's a different property. So let's put that one in the bin. If that happens to you, you can see that, and you've also got the ability to drag these about. It's always like the outside of the property to be the first image shown. Yeah, so for the purpose of this, that will do is now we do like to put a postcode here actually, usually. So over here, we can just take the address that we saw. Sometimes I'll have the street number, sometimes not, but we can put in the postcode usually. So if I put in Kilbowie Road, cut and paste here, and the reason I like to do this is it completes the little map section for me. So no results found, so I'm just going to change the address. So usually what it needs is the street and the town, and this hasn't been done very well. And there you can see it's now offering me the address here, Kilbowie Road, Kilbowie, Clydebank, Western Bartonshire, same postcode G81 2TU. So I will select that, and my little magic map finds the property. So a little bit of playing around there to make that happen. So these you can leave blank for the time being, but would normally put in the agent name. And if you'd be good enough to put your own name in block capitals into the message to the reviewer so we know it's come from you. So I have the property title, which is Kilbowie Road, Clydebank in this instance. That's the street name and the town. I have the description, copy and pasted in. I have the images, which I took. Obviously, I read the description, so I know it's a 2-bed, 1-bath property. All good, good to go. Images are in. Lovely, lovely. And I then hit submit. If there's any faults or issues with this, it should flag up. And it's pending review. It's quite happy with that submission. And then you're on to the next one. So I hope that's straightforward and simple enough for everyone. Do feel free to drop us a line. If not, please read your instructions carefully, and I look forward to working with you into the long term. Bye-bye for now.